Are RHONJ Melissa Gorga confident in Season 15 return? RHONJ star Melissa Gorga seems quite confident that she will return for Season 15 of the hit Bravo reality series. No decisions regarding the cast have been made just yet, but that does not mean some of them are remaining cautiously optimistic. So what else does the mother of three have to say about the future of the show? Keep reading for more details. Melissa Gorga confident in Season 15 return. Season 14 of RHONJ was a disaster by all accounts, and Bravo knew this before it aired. A lot had to do with the tension between the stars. The ladies were divided and struggled to come together for group events as they once did. If they did have to show up, they wouldn't interact, and there were times when some of the cast was excluded. Furthermore, Melissa Gorga and her sister-in-law, Teresa Giudice, were not on speaking terms. That meant Teresa and her brother, Joe Gorga, did not engage with his sister. The family had fallen apart, and as much as viewers had grown tired of the bickering and familial antics, this was a new level. Melissa, Joe, and Teresa used to be able to be at parties, events, and in the same space. Now there was no communication, so Bravo and Andy Cohen knew the series could not go on this way. They did not even do a reunion and instead did a final viewing episode. Fans did not respond well to this, and the show was put on pause. Either RHONJ would be completely rebooted, or some OGs would stay with new cast members added. No decisions were said to be made until 2025, and now Melissa Gorga is speaking out about the future of the series. According to Monsters and Critics, Melissa stopped by Sherry and was asked if she may be returning for Season 15. She shared this. As for when the cast may get some insight about the show's return and who will be a part of the new season, the boutique owner thinks it should be any time now. Any hints or clues? Although the future is still up in the air, Melissa Gorga seems to feel fairly confident that she will be coming back. She claimed they are speaking with newcomers. She believes they do want to keep some OGs. Teresa Giudice, who has been there since day one, has been vocal about not wanting Melis back. Sherry Shepherd had to ask if the in-laws could reconcile at some point, even for the sake of the show. Melissa noted that ship has sailed, so do fans want her back? Melissa Gorga strutted into the high-end New Jersey boutique like she owned the place, her Louboutin heels clicking against the marble floor with purpose. The Real Housewives of New Jersey was heading into its 15th season, and Melissa had no doubts she was ready to take center stage. "I'm not going anywhere," she said confidently, adjusting the collar of her sleek black blazer in front of a mirror. Her reflection smirked back at her, as if daring anyone to challenge her position in the cast. Over the years, she had weathered the storm, family feuds, shifting alliances, and enough table-flipping level drama to last a lifetime. But Melissa wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. She knew the chatter was loud. Fans speculated if her place on the show was secure, given her rocky relationship with her sister-in-law, Teresa Giudice. For years, the Gorga-Giudice family dynamic had been the backbone of RHONJ, their tense moments often spilling over into explosive dinner fights, reunion clashes, and tear-filled confrontations. But this time, Melissa was at peace with whatever happened with Teresa. She was no longer defining her reality TV career by their relationship. "I've built my own thing," Melissa told her best friend and business partner, Jackie Goldschneider, as they perused the racks of designer clothes. Jackie, who had taken a step back from full-time housewife status, still had Melissa's back, especially now that battle lines were being redrawn in the cast. "That's the best mindset to have," Jackie said, pulling a shimmery gold dress from a rack. "You're standing on your own. You don't need to be in Teresa's orbit to stay relevant." Melissa laughed, tossing her long dark hair over her shoulder. I never did. But you know how people love to say I rode her coattails. 15 seasons later, I think I've proved them wrong. Melissa had more than just RHONJ under her belt. Her boutique, Envy, was thriving. Her marriage to Joe Gorga had withstood reality TV's infamous curse, and she was building her own brand, separate from the family drama that had initially defined her time on the show. Still, she wasn't naive. She knew how Housewives worked. No one's spot was ever truly guaranteed. But if season 15 was going to be a test, Melissa was more than ready for it. Rumors swirled about potential new cast members, and some fans speculated that Teresa was angling to bring in more allies after the falling out between them. Melissa wasn't worried. She had solid friendships with Margaret Josephs and Dolores Catania, and even though the cast's shifting dynamics were unpredictable, Melissa was confident she wasn't going anywhere. People love to act like I'm just here because of Teresa, Melissa said to Jackie, sipping a green juice at a nearby cafe. But the truth is, I bring my own drama, my own story, my own life to the show. If they didn't want me, I wouldn't still be here. Jackie nodded. Exactly. You have the fan base, the business, the personality. You know how to play the game without getting too messy. Melissa smiled at that. While she'd had her fair share of conflicts over the years, she had managed to stay out of the worst of the chaos. Unlike some housewives, she had never stormed off set mid-season, refused to film, or delivered a reunion walk-off that led to a contract being pulled. She knew how to toe the line, engaging in drama without completely losing control. Of course, Teresa's looming presence was always a factor. While the sisters-in-law had once attempted to mend their fractured relationship, season 14 had made it clear they were done. No more fake attempts at reconciliation for the cameras. No more pretending they could ever be close. And honestly, Melissa was fine with that. I think people are tired of that same storyline, Melissa admitted, checking her phone. Sure enough, social media was buzzing about the show's upcoming season. Some fans were thrilled to see her return. Others thought she should move on, but the opinions didn't faze her. Love her or hate her, she got people talking. As filming for season 15 loomed, Melissa knew she had to be prepared. There would be fights, betrayals, shocking alliances, maybe even a drink thrown or two. That was the nature of RHONJ. But she was entering the new season with a fresh mindset. She wasn't Teresa's sister-in-law. She wasn't just Joe Gorga's wife. She wasn't just a pawn in someone else's storyline. She was Melissa Gorga, confident, successful, and undeniably RHONJ.